Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all okay. A little bit of a longer one today because we're doing a really awesome custom order. So a lady reached out to me. Look at these dogs. These are her dogs and she wanted them on her nails and I couldn't say no, obviously. Little Harvey and Will, look at them. Adorable. So she sent me a few like inspiration pictures of a few of the nails, and she sent me a long list of like each individual nail, what she envisioned on her nails. So I made a little design, sketched one out, and she was really happy with my ideas. Well, both of our ideas actually. She came up with a lot of stuff that she wanted. I just brought it to life. So we've gone with the extra short length almond nails. These are brand new. I haven't put them up on my Etsy listing yet, but we're gonna get down to it because there's a lot to go over. So for the thumb, we're going in with Bon Pretty's the new X Jelly HEMA-free in Milky Gel 05, and I think this is my favourite nude jelly like ever. So thumb, middle, ring and pinky are all 2 coats of that. The index finger is going to have 2 coats of perfect white. And obviously if it's an order or it's a set that someone's going to wear, I prep the nail before putting on any polish. So we buff, we dust, we use an alcohol wipe and then we base coat and then the colour can go on. So this one, I've got it on my nails at the minute actually, the Jelly Nude Gel JN60. It's like a very milky white with loads of sparkle and it is gorgeous. And I'm going to use a glitter from Sparkle Supplies that is literally the same glitter that's in that polish, so it worked out wonders. So Fortune, Glam and Grey Skies. I couldn't find a grey that suited the dog's actual grey blue tone, so we mixed these two and it's perfect. So on the thumb I'm going to apply that grey just before halfway up, close to halfway up, and then before curing use an ombre brush and gently just drag it up and create a little fade into the nude. And that's going to have 2 coats as well, just to make sure it's nice and opaque. The Bon Pretty polishes I'm using take 60 seconds to cure, and you can use my code TLNR10, I'll put it on screen and in the link below, to save 10%. All of the Madame Glam gel polishes I'm using take 30 seconds and you can save 30% using my code Little Nail Room 30. I'll put that on screen and in the description box down below as well. The ring finger and the pinky finger are going to have a French using the same grey that we mixed with Fortune, Glam and Grey Skies. Again, 1 coat because we're putting it all on with a detailing brush, so it applies a little bit more polish than if you were to use a application brush or the brush from the bottle. Okay, so for the middle finger, it's had the Bon Pretty Milky Gel, then it's had the glitter Milky Gel as well, and then we're going to put Perfect White on like the last third, doing the exact same thing we did to the thumb, but with white instead. And again, 2 coats, because we want to make sure that that fade is nice and opaque. And then once those fades are done, the ombres are done, I give everything a wipe over with alcohol and then go over the white with base coat. Now I could have thought about it a little bit better and wiped over everything after the first coat of the white, put the second coat of white on, then sprinkled my glitter on and not have to put too many coats on of gel polish. But I went in with the base coat and then applied the glitter that I'll show you in a moment. But onto the index finger, we want a matte top coat first. You might remember this one from the Dalmatian nails that I did, and this is one of the reasons why the client got in touch with me. She saw the Dalmatian nails and she was like, I love them, but can we do Italian Greyhounds instead? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. So a couple of the nails are inspiration from the Dalmatian nails that we did. This one in particular, it has the paw prints, but instead of all of the paw prints, did we do 3 on the Dalmatian nails? I think we did. But instead of the middle paw print, we're going to do a bone. So the easiest way I found to do the bone, matte top coat everything, do the paw prints in the jelly nude that is the same as the jelly nude on all of the nails. Top coat over the paw prints so that they're not sticky and they're nice and sealed. Then using a no wipe top coat or a base coat just so it shows shiny on the matte surface. Give everything a wipe. Then once it's cured, then go in with a top coat and go around all of the paw prints, the bone that we've just done. It's really hard to see on camera, but as you're doing it yourself, you can see it shining and you know where to go and you know where not to go with the top coat. But once everything's done with the top coat, that's when we can put the glitter on. And then it will only stick to where we've put that top coat. If you understand what I mean, it makes no sense when I say it out loud, but I knew the process. I know the process. Then once the glitter is on, we're using a different glitter that I haven't used before, brought it specifically for my own nails actually. I thought of a design, wanted to do the design, and it was just pure coincidence that Gold Crush from Sparkle Supplies, which you can save money, 15% using my code TLNR15 at Sparkle Supplies. Yeah, just pure coincidence that this Gold Crush glitter matches the glitter that's in the milky glittery gel polish that we used on the rest of the nails, and that I used on my own nails because I love it so much. So once the glitter is on, I've dusted with a nail scrubbing brush to remove any loose pieces of glitter. Then I've taken the same grey that we used for the ombre, and we're going to continue using it on the Frenches and everything else. Just to very, very faintly outline the dog bones. And then once they are outlined, it doesn't have to be neat whatsoever. Just try and make sure that it doesn't go onto the glitter, because then it will just spread in between all the bits of glitter. Before you cure that, grab a clean brush with a bit of base coat and just rub it, and that will like blend it all out. With the base coat watering it down, it gives it a softer edge, and you can spread it further and create definition and shadowing, and I really, really like it. So once that is done, give it a cure, and then we go over it with a matte top coat to make the bone stand out from all the glitter and all the shine of the paws. Awesome. So yeah, this is the one that I was saying, if I'd have thought about it a little bit, instead of having to use the base coat and then blend up, I could have just used the second application of the white and then added the glitter, then scrubbed it off and then encapsulated it a little bit with a base coat, but I did it this way instead. But it's fine. The base coat was super, super thin, and the encapsulation, because the glitter is so, so fine, it only needed a little bit of base coat to be encapsulated anyway. So that is that all done. I apologise if you hear my tummy rumbling. My other half is making a lamb roast dinner, and I can't wait because I've been on a diet for like 3 months. I'm craving a roast dinner so much, so I'm really looking forward to that. Silver Chrome gel paint from Madame Glam. Their gel paints take 60 seconds, but they are fantastic. They are the best gel paints. I'm so glad they've brought the white and the black gel paints back. She wanted this to look like, you know, like the neck of the dog, a silver chain as the collar, and the French as if it was the neck of the dog. Does that make sense? I knew what she meant and I knew how to go about it, but I don't know how to explain it very well. So I did a squiggly line, and then I do the opposite, and it joins it all up like it's a little chain. And then off the chain, you are off the chain. Ignore that. She wanted like a little dog tag, and I thought, you know what, let's do a bone dog tag to tie in the bone with the paw prints, and if we can, try and do either their initials, the dog's initials, or their full name. Now, I wasn't expecting her fingers to be so diddy. They are tiny, they are adorable. And when I was trying to figure out how to do the dog tag with their names on, I completely forgot that it was supposed to be the pinky nail. And then I was like, you know what, it's going to have to be initials because they're tiny, which she was more than happy with. She didn't even think of their initials or their name, so I was really glad to add that to the mix. So once I had done the bone and I had written their initials on, I took a step back and I was like, oh poo, I completely forgot about like the little white patch that one of the dogs has. Can't remember which one now. I'm gonna say Harvey. I think Wilf is the older one. I've probably got it completely wrong. But one of them has a white chest, and then the other one is older, so it's got more white on the face. So I had to add the white chest in after I'd done the bone, the chain, the initial. Not sure if I show it on camera because it was a little bit, I haven't done that sort of thing. So the thumbnail, back to the thumbnail, we were considering 3D. Some of the inspiration pics she sent did have some 3D elements, and I did question if she wanted those 3D elements, and she said she wasn't bothered if they came with them or not. So I thought, well, just in case, we'll do the thumbnail, because you don't use your thumbs often to, like, you know, pick things up too much or whatever. They're not going to get in the way too much. So I thought, let's just do the thumbnail as 3D, and we won't do anything else on the others 3D, just in case. So I grabbed some builder gel on a brush and did some little noses and ears, and they are so stinking cute. So cute. And then, of course, once they are cured, I just use the same grey that we've used to colour in the ears and make sure that it all gets covered, that you can't see that they're... I don't want them to look as if they're just plonked on. I wanted them to look like they were part of the actual nail. So make sure you get all around the edges of the ears as well, and it kind of helps blend in, and you have no not gap, but it's like a smooth transition almost. Same with the nose, but that's going to be black, and we use the black gel paint for the nose. So once that's all done, we give it a cure. I'm going to do 60 seconds just because of the black gel paint, but the polish that we've put on, the grey, only takes 30. And then I'm going to grab, which I haven't used for ages, I think it was in last year's, not this year, the year before, 2022 Christmas advent calendar, Madame Glam. It's called MG Airlines, and it is a gorgeous, like a peachy burgundy, but mixed with a little bit of perfect white. It makes the perfect inside ear colour. So we're just going to do that, just a little line, a little flick for the inside of the ear, and then we'll give that a cure, and then we're going to do the outlines of the ears, blend that all out and create some shadowing, and add the eyes. And that one is pretty much all done after that. So I made these and sent them out either Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. And she emailed me today, the client for these nails, and she was like, oh my God, Hayley, I love them. And now she wants them again, another set in the next length up, same shape, next length up, but more 3D. We want to add more of the 3D elements to the other nails as well, to the ring finger, which you'll see in a moment, which I'm all for. I'm so glad she liked the 3D elements. So I'm really, really happy to be able to do another set. So if you happen to be watching this video, you know who you are. Thank you so, so much for trusting me and reaching out to me. I have really, really enjoyed doing this. It's not every day that you get to do something like this, so thank you very, very much. So I've grabbed base coat again, like we did for the bone, because I didn't like the starkness of the black outlines on the ears. You know, it's not like that in normal dogs. So we wanted to blend it out a little bit, but still keep that cartoon vibe going. So just blend out all of the black, and then that one is pretty much done too. We will add the white on their faces. Look, so one's got more white on his face because he's a bit older, but they're so cute, and they just need a top coat. So the ring finger, this is the one where I was like, we won't do the 3D on this one just in case she doesn't like the 3D aspect of it, and we'll just keep it to the thumb because it's out of the way. But she's come back and she's like, yes, 3D, more 3D. So this is basically the same as the thumbnail, but just on a French, so it's a bit smaller, and we're just drawing the details on rather than them being 3D. The other difference is we don't blend out the black, we keep the black lines as they are. What else? I think that's it. Oh, and of course add the little white patches for each dog, one more than others. I'll quickly show you how I did it. The tiniest bit of white. I think this is the one that has more white on him. And then you just get the base and your brush and just slowly start blending them out. The other dog has less white, so it didn't need too much white. I think I literally put a dot either side of its nose, a dot above each eye, and that's it. And then I just blended those. But this little guy, he's looking a little bit old and he needs a little bit more white. But they're so cute. They are so stinking cute. So I'll show you the two little guys next to each other. The one on the left has more white, the one on the right not so much. Look, that's what we've got so far. So we've got one nail left to do, and this is the one where it's taken again from the Dalmatians. We want half of the dog's face. So I did one of the dogs on the left side of the nail and the other dog on the right side of the nail on the hands that represent each dog. So I had to keep referring back to the pictures that she sent. I think I kept it open literally on the screen the whole time I was doing it, just to make sure that I was getting enough white and the exact dog got those exact markings. So drawn the outline for the dog's face. I love greyhounds. I love Italian greyhounds. I love whippets. I don't know whether you know, but I used to work as a kennel maid when I was about 12 at a racing kennels, a greyhound racing kennels, and I worked there until I was 18, I think. Yeah, and then I met Ryan, had kids, had to quit because feces and all that. But after the girls were born, I went back and I absolutely loved it. Literally loved it. It was so nice. I think there was 120 dogs there. There was 2 separate kennels and there was like 60 dogs in the one kennel that I worked in, and I just loved it. I used to go to the tracks and used to race them, parade them on camera. Ugh, amazing. As a young girl, like, best job ever. So once I've done the shape of his face, then we're going to outline his ears. Obviously we've got to try and keep it a little bit cartoon, but try and make it as realistic as possible. If she had have asked me to literally like do their portraits, I would have cried. So I'm glad they were cartoony like the Dalmatian ones. But these, I think these are my favourite nails out of the whole set. These and the pinky finger with like their little dog tag on with their initials. So cute. So cute. Obviously their faces are nice and long, so we can put the nose right at the tip. Add their little eyes. Oh my god, it's so cute. Yeah, I love doing this nail. I love doing the whole thing, to be honest. It was awesome. Add the little pink to the inner of the ear, and then just add the little bits of white for each dog, and those ones are done. I try to add a little bit of white on the little bit of neck that's visible, but I'm not sure you can see it all that well on camera. So this is the one that has the least amount of hair, least amount of white on him, and the other one, he looks so angry before I blend it all out, but they're so cute. I love them. I hope you like them too. So blend that all out I will give everything a double cure. I will wipe everything over. I will top coat, remove them from the stands, remove the blue tack that's underneath that holds them onto these little stands, give everything a quick file around the edges, alcohol wipe all of them, put them on my little card, and then package them up with alcohol wipes, a file, a cuticle pusher, the glue, a free sticker, a little motivational sticker, and a little sweet. Literally everything you need. Oh, and a buffing block. Literally everything you need, full instructions on how to apply and remove, is in the package as well. So if you're ever concerned, you know you don't need to get anything else when you order from me. Look at these little guys. Oh my gosh, I love them. I can't wait to do them again. I'm so happy she loves them. And if you stuck around to the very end, you are superstars. Thank you so much. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Everything I've used, along with discount codes, are in the description box down below as well. And if you haven't already, please do get subscribing. It means the world to me. Thanks so much for watching, and thank you to you for ordering these, asking me to do these. I love them. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.